All right, what's going on, guys? My name's Eric. You're watching the Flow Bass channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for bringing those smiling faces in another video. I appreciate it so much. I got to come clean with you guys. This is the second intro that I have filmed today. I originally came out with a plan to film a different video, a different technique, and I had to make a pivot, come back to the car and figure out something because they are just not biting on what I was throwing. So what I found is that these fish are definitely keying in on moving bait fish, big schools of bait fish. They're pinning them up against the bank. They're chasing them out deep, and I just don't have any. I didn't bring any of those lures with me, anything to target that type of pattern. So I had to come up with something, and I thought of, well, I can make a donkey rig, except the donkey rig or double fluke rig utilizes flukes. Well, all I had with me was some of the Z-Man big TRDs. And you know what? Since this is the end of the day and I had to film this twice, I'm gonna let you know that I crushed them. So definitely stay tuned. Check this out. If you guys don't have flukes, but you've got senkos or TRDs, you can make the donkey rig work into your favor. It looks like two little shad or little bait fish chasing each other around. And it definitely, when they're keying in on this type of bite, it crushes, because it just looks like more than one bait fleeing and it triggers the bite. So definitely check that out. But I'm going to show you how well it works right now. Guys, there is a ton of shad flicking the surface right there. Oh my word. Did you guys see that? A peacock bass just came and swiped the TRDs. I don't think I'll be able to get them on this, to be honest with you. Something's coming up trying to crush it. It's a peacock bass, guys. Oh, there's a whole bunch. I really need to get a whopper plopper on. So typically these peacock bass that you're seeing chase the the double TRD rig or donkey rig, what they like to do is they come up and they like to hit the bait and kind of stun or kill it first. They don't actually hold on to it like a largemouth does. Not usually. I mean, sometimes you'll get some that absolutely crush it and just swallow it right away, but with lures, that's typically what you'll find. That's why so many people utilize baits with treble hooks. I don't exactly expect to catch a peacock bass on this. It'd be nice, but you never know. I could get lucky. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh, it's a bass. Okay, I thought it was a peacock for a second. Wow, that was so cool. So guys, let me recap what just happened for you. Obviously, I know you saw it. Not a giant, but basically what this double donkey rig TRD rig imitates, it imitates smaller bass or fish busting on all that bait that you saw, and it gets these guys riled up. So it looks like my TRD rig is trying to eat those the small bait fish. The small bait fish make that commotion like they're fleeing from a predator, and it turns these guys on. So cool. That's what I was hoping would happen. I thought this was gonna be a peacock, but I'll never turn down an LMB ever. Really cool. See you, guy. That first fish came off of the double fluke rig or donkey rig, just substituted with the TRD, the large TRDs. And again, you could do this with a senko. You could use full size, or you can cut them down. I went with these because this is going to closely imitate the bait fish where I'm fishing, but it definitely works. And then you can work it like the flukes, or you can pause it and let it shimmy down slow. These TRDs have a great action. The tail wobbles a lot when they're shimmying down or sinking down to the bottom. And the double fluke rig is quite simple. Take your main line. Well, before you tie a hook on, take your barrel swivel and just stick that on the main line, free floating. You're going to want to tie a section of leader, I don't know, about 14 inches play around with it. It's really your preference. So you have that leader free floating on the line, and then you just tie another one on the end of the main line, and that's it. I'm actually using 12-pound fluoro today, tied to a 10-pound Finn's wind cheater braid. Stratic CI4, the OG, the old one that you can't get anymore. I wish you could still get these. This is my favorite reel for spinning, 2500. And then Witch Doctor tackle. This is a 6'10" medium heavy. This is their glass / graphite blend. So great for moving baits. Not so much for Senkos, or Texas rig, but still get the job done. But the glass graphite composite, oh, I've got one that's kind of spinning. That glass / graphite blend, what it does is it gives you a super soft tip. So if you're using anything with treble hooks, it always has pressure applied to those hooks as long as you keep some sort of line tension. So keeps those fish pinned on the treble baits, but you could still use it for something like this. So in this particular instance, what I'm doing is I'm walking around the lake and I'm just looking for the bait fish. Obviously we could see them flicking right there next to that PVC. So I'm just walking around till I see that, cast beyond it, and see if I can trigger that feeding frenzy and get a couple bass to eat as I'm plowing my little baits through that school of shad. Ooh, let's go, guys. Whew. Whew. Almost had it. So there's a rock right here where this, where the bank makes like a 30-degree angle, and there's a rock that sits just out like a point, and there's a bunch of bait on top of it. I was hoping I'd get a blow up there. Oh man, there's so much bait everywhere right now. This is insane. No, no, duck. Oh my gosh. There we go. This time I was dead sticking it. Just a little fish, that's okay. And when you're using the donkey rig, guys, it's always a good idea to kind of play these fish out and don't just water ski them in, even if they're small, because you still have one bait in the water that could get crushed by another fish that's following the one you're reeling in. Okay, just a small one, but it's an awesome day to be out here. Nice overcast, it's nice and cool, perfect conditions for fishing. And of course, any day you're not behind a desk in the office is a great day. Just shows how versatile a rig like this is, especially with little stick baits. Because I was just dead sticking it as I was cursing that duck for almost landing on my line, and they were just shimmying down to the bottom and got bit. All of a sudden my line started getting tight. Oh, wow. Oh, and he's off. Just dead sticking it. When I walked up, there was a bunch of bluegill right up on the bank. And they all kind of just, ooh, snakehead, snakehead, snakehead. I'm bit, guys. Holy cow. Dumped it like a snook. That's why you got to keep your head on a swivel. But he scrunched the bait down. That was probably like a 4 to 5 pound snakehead. Anyway, like I was saying, there was a bunch of bluegill on the bank. And when I walked up, it spooked them. So I was thinking, maybe there's a bass behind them, a little bit deeper, waiting for those fish to come deep if they get scared or something. Sure enough, that's what happened. And then there was a snakehead lurking by too. Really interesting. We're bit already, guys. Little bass. This might have been the same one that that we hooked the first time. Awesome. And he ate the first bait too. Really cool. Just goes to show how versatile the donkey rig is, and substituting the flukes for little stick baits. It's that shimmy on the way down is what gets these guys going. That's not a snakehead. There was something else over there, and this guy was looking at it. Really interesting. Went after the front fish. Or the front bait, I mean, not the front fish, but that's what these imitate. All right, buddy, get out of here. He's happy to get out of here. Okay. That was cool. That was real subtle. A lot of these small ones are out today. Wonder where the big ones are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I heard you sneaking up behind me. This blue heron is getting a little too close. Why do these guys follow me around? Oh my gosh. Hey. As I was reeling that fish in, I heard a noise behind me and he was crunching some leaves. Like I said earlier about keeping your head on a swivel, not only do you have to do that for the fish, but some of the other predators that lurk around that want to eat your fish. All right, so I am going to slow down just a little bit and make some fan casts because we're in an area where it kind of transitions. All right, now we've got a little more size. As I was interrupted rudely by this bass. All right, he's not a giant, but so far, biggest of the day. No followers. Come on, buddy. I'm in a spot where it transitions from sand to gravel. Always find him here. All right, here we go. Finally getting a little size. He's still trying to swim, but I assure you, you can't do that when you're out of the water. Alrighty. Nice little bass. This one barely has any parasites on him. Very, very clean. Gorgeous little fish, but not quite big enough to weigh. He's about 1.5 pounds. All right, see you, dude. Oh, maybe we can get back in there. Ooh, still there. I think this is a peacock. Just from the way it's eating. Yep, it's a peacock. Not a huge one, but it's definitely a peacock, and we got it on the double donkey rig. There we go. Now guys, you do not see that every day, I gotta say. Hey. And just like that, we're out. So important to keep line tension. All right, mission accomplished. Got one on the donkey rig. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but he crushed it that time. That one absolutely, hands down, committed. But I think, you know, if I would have given him a second to hold on to that bait, he would have spit it right out. Okay. That was such an aggressive little eat. What happened to all the big bass in here? Hey, you know what, guys? I really shouldn't complain because I'm out here catching fish. It's such a beautiful day. See ya, guy. Oh, snakehead. There's actually 2 peas. Ooh, decent size. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. Wow, they bullied off the snakehead. All right, little chunk. Hey bud, hey bud, hey bud. Okay, a little bit bigger than what we've been catching. So cool. Obviously this fish came when I dead stick the baits and it was just sinking down to the bottom. Actually fought and ate kind of aggressive. Probably in part, oh, that osprey had a little mouse. But he probably ate like that due to the snakehead and these peacocks around here. Just, you know, the quickest get the meal and survive. So our donkey rig with the big TRDs, it's been holding up great. These are the same baits. I haven't even retied, which is probably a little ludicrous. I should probably retie. But yeah, these baits are holding up great. They're a little tore up, but I mean, we've caught, I don't know how many fish on these baits. And of course there's 2, so obviously we're dividing up the eats between these 2 baits. But still, really impressed. I mean, the Z-Man products always hold up great. I had to make that pivot and adjust my presentation because that other video I was trying to film for you guys was not working out. But I saw all this bait and I had to figure out something with the limited resources I had in the car. Luckily enough, I was able to put together a donkey rig, and it is just, it's destroying. Some bait. Oh my word, that was great. I'm not sure what this is. Is it trying to go in the pipe? Don't go in the pipe. It's a peacock. Okay. I guess my drag is a little loose today, guys. Holy cow. Another peacock. I let this one eat it for just a second longer than before. I should have known with the way this guy rocketed out from the bank. Hey buddy, calm down. Okay. This is a great fish. So beautiful. It's got that emerald cheek, emerald steel. Love it. All right, let's get you back. See you later, buddy. Oh, he's trying to go into this little culvert right here. That little sneak. That was so cool. What an awesome, awesome day it has been, guys. I'm feeling really blessed to be able to get out here, catch some fish, and just make some adjustments. This is not the video I intended to make, but hey, I'll take what I can get. But with that said, guys, I am going to sign out. I appreciate all of you guys who watch the videos. Definitely drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to see, where you want me to go in Florida or anywhere. I have a trip planned, hopefully beginning of August. Can't wait. It's going to be such an epic trip, guys. Been planning it for such a long time. But like I said, I'm down to go wherever you guys want me to go. But remember, I only have so much vacation time saved up. Anyway, my back is done, guys. So I'm headed to the car. We're just finished with our loop too. So it worked out perfect. But I appreciate you guys for watching. My name is Eric. You're watching the Flow Bass channel. Make sure to bring your smiling faces into the next video because you know I'm posting them. Till then, I'll see you later. Peace.